welcome to Slipmas. This is the last video of Slipmas. I just thought I'd talk a bit about 2021 and that, and sort of 2022. I thought I'd just do a little reflect, a little bit of housekeeping, because I just couldn't really decide what to film, whether to do a different kind of video or whether to do something New Year's themed. Should I do resolutions? What should I do? So I thought a bit of reflection, a bit of housekeeping, all of that stuff. Because this year I kind of feel like just because it's a new year doesn't mean that it's gonna change really as such. Like, up until this year I think I've never really set resolutions. That was like the first year ever setting them. I guess because I just didn't really think about the new year much. But I didn't feel like I really wanted to set any this year or look back at them as such. Because, spoiler alert, I only completed one. And that's sticking to plans. So I just thought I'd go through some stuff that happened in each month and sort of do some housekeeping and sort of that's it really. Though I have vlogged the whole year so you can see what happened from my year start to finish, so if you want to go check that out you can. This year just flew by so quickly, like it just sort of flew by. We started in January. I'm just going to quickly go get what happened in January. January I finished this book last year, like I finished reading this book called It's a Wonderful Life by Julia Williams. It's such a fantastic book, what I read in January, February. Let's talk about this, and pardon me. January is also where I made my New Year's resolutions, which is a video up on my channel if you want to check that out. I had 11 subscribers at the time and now we've got 21. And that was it for January. Nothing much happened. It was just lockdown and that. I'm not going to dwell on lockdown too much. And in February it snowed. And Freddie came along, like this Freddie. He came along. And he came along for Valentine's Day and that. That was also another thing that happened. Valentine's Day came along. January and February was also the time I started a new series on my channel called How I Edit, where I show how I edit certain things. I kind of want to pick that back up and do more because I haven't done that in a while. March time I got the vaccine, which was not easy. I talked about this in my come get vaccinated to get my booster. I talked about how I don't like needles. I just hate them. So I just sort of had to think about we're a step closer to being able to travel again. Do normal things, see friends, all of that stuff. March, the most eventful thing that happened was I went back to college, so I sort of did a few like the back to college sort of vlogs, episodes. April was Easter. Not much happened. It was just sort of exam stuff in like April, May time. May was just kind of exams. June was the last month of year 12. Not much happened. It was just sort of the crunch time and just sort of, that was when I sort of thought about my content and was sort of like tempted to start doing what I do now, but I didn't really have the time to do it, so I sort of didn't really do it. July was, we went on holiday to Norfolk and I vlogged it. I've still got the 7th vlog to finish, but once it's finished it will go up and they'll all be in a playlist, so you can check them out. It was fun. Obviously I felt a bit disappointed about the weather, And sort of, obviously, like everyone else, I was disappointed that we didn't get June 21st, even though June 21st was just a joke. It was sort of jokes, what you're going to wear to June 21st when the clubs and that all open. So it was kind of a joke, but also I was hoping it would happen. So it was a bit disappointing when it didn't happen. And shock, by that point, I still can't remember a face covering. Still can't, to this day, remember my mask. August was a good month. It's when I started doing like commentary content, and I like just got through what I needed to get through to like be ready to go back to college. Sort of all of that, and I was prepared to go back. By the end, my content was where I wanted it to be, and went to Huddersfield, and it was just a good time. September was the start of year 13 and going on to a brand new college course. And that was sort of nice to continue like the normality going back. It just felt so refreshing to have some normality, I would say. Like, I found that personally refreshing to just not be like COVID. Like, obviously it's there and there's no point really sort of denying it's there. But it is still one of those things where it still sucks, whether whatever age you're at, and like this whole thing has sucked for everyone. There's no denying that. But there's also no point denying that it's not a thing, and sort of, I guess, sort of doing the short term sort of means that there'll be less time wasted if we just do what we need to do now, and I'm going to move on. October was when I really sort of started to get really into my driving theory. Obviously, like, it was something I'd been doing for a while before, but that was when I sort of started talking about it a bit on this channel and stuff. This was the point where I was like September, October posting routine videos on my channel and seeing it really pick up, like doing well on YouTube. October, despite not being very eventful, it was still good. First time back at college or school, I don't really like as such. It's just a long term sort of thing, and it's not really my most favourite time at the start because it's very introductory heavy, sort of. Anyone sort of knows it's very introduction heavy. November was my 18th birthday. I loved it. It was such a good birthday. December, Slipmas, Christmas. That's not really that's really it, to be honest. So now we're going to move on to some housekeeping and other stuff to talk about. To be honest, at the moment in 2022, I feel like it will probably half suck. At least. Like, COVID is still a thing. Like, I obviously thought originally that it wasn't going to be that long, but I'm not going to talk too much longer about COVID because I don't have a straight opinion. Like, I'm sort of a bit half in the middle. Like, I didn't expect it to go on this long. We need to stick to the guidelines, all of that. So I'm sort of in the middle. Like, I'm not sort of like, yeah, it's like, it sucks, but I also sort of think in the short term that we'll hopefully get back to some normality. Like, it's sort of one of those things where 2020, the calendar's kind of blank, so I'm not really sure what's going to happen. In terms of resolutions, I've not really set any other than, like, work on my driving theory, improve my editing, because I feel like my editing is sort of... It was quite good over the summer, but then gradually I went back to college and that and sort of got more busy. I sort of did a lot more basic editing. I just want to make my editing sort of really play around and see what the editing software's got to offer and do more things. And I will have, obviously, January this year I will have been on YouTube for 2 years, so I've like nearly 2 years. And I forgot to put in January's highlights. I'd been on YouTube for a year. The 15th of January is my 2-year anniversary. So let me try and find a date and I'll see if I can find. So I sort of really want to push my editing. The 15th is a Saturday this year. So that's really good. So that's probably why, not even the reason that I want to sort of get better at editing. I just sort of want to make better videos, make better content this year, and just continue to do what I'm doing. Sort of continue with what I'm doing. Like this year in terms of content on Slick Jumped Over the Lazy Dog, not much is changing other than just improving on editing. Another thing I forgot to mention in June was I got my hair cut. That was like the most eventful thing ever. So obviously good things happened, like I got my hair cut, I celebrated a year on YouTube, I turned 18. So I thought I'd just talk about what I can control, talk about Slick Jumped Over the Lazy Dog. This year I want to make my editing better and really sort of just play around because filming and editing is something I enjoy. I want to keep up the vlogs. I want to do some more how I edit. Not sure how frequently they're going to be because they're not like a frequent series. It's just sort of when I do them, they go up. But they are fun, easy videos to do. I want to continue on Chatty Tutorial Tuesdays and long form content. I really just want to do more long form content this year, as well as do fun videos. Like I've got one sort of thinking where Slick guesses the price of girly products. Like I really sort of want to put him in some videos this year and keep doing the next step content and some revision videos because people originally sort of subscribed for that area, so I kind of want to keep that going. Like it's good when people are enjoying the content. In terms of break, I'm not really going to take a serious break as such. Just going to sort of jump back into posting because I don't go back to college till next week. And there's not really a lot, so I've not really got anything much to do, so I'll just jump back to posting. And when this room gets decorated, which I will show the wallpaper that it will have, like its feature wall. This is what it's going to look like from the feature wall. Like, so when this is all getting done, I'm obviously going to take a break then because I just figured that made sense. So like take a break then because it's just the easiest thing to do. And it saves me just sat at home twiddling my thumbs. So my notes have gone again. Nothing's changing on Slick Jumped Over the Lazy Dog. There's a thing I have been wanting to sort of talk about as the main reason I'm doing housekeeping is I started a second channel. It's called Extra Slick Jumped Over the Lazy Dog, so anyone who's a really big fan can get some extra content. YouTube, what I've noticed is YouTube likes to keep you in a box, like see you do similar content. It doesn't stress me out that, But obviously, if you've put a lot of effort and time into a video and that, it is disappointing. Like, it is really disappointing. The light thing there, so just pulled the camera back. Into position so the light's not really affecting. Just disappointing putting effort into a video and then nobody watching it. Like, obviously that's disappointing. Also, it's normal and natural to think about wanting to make content that people want to watch, as well as making content you want to create. Like, I'd be lying if I said I didn't think, would people watch this video? Because I want to get a balance of what people want to watch and what I want to do. Like, I really sort of just want to have that balance, because I don't want to be just what I want to do and nobody actually enjoying it. But I also don't want to be just what people enjoy and nothing of what I enjoy. Not that there's any pressure in the content. Like, obviously it'd be good to make some money off of it and have it as a side hustle and all of that. But I just want to use time to create content that I enjoy but also people are watching. It's not a bad thing, because it just sort of pushes me to really strike a balance and put effort into the content. And just work harder at it. Though I do shy away from things that I enjoy doing, because people didn't subscribe for random content. A lot of people subscribe for like makeup and commentary and that. Like, a lot of people did, or revision content. Like, not many people subscribe for just random videos and that. So because of that, I've decided to create a second channel. It's Extra Slick Jumped Over the Lazy Dog. That's where I've been doing my Slickmas After Dark videos. So I tried talking about the worst Christmas films, in my opinion. It did get no views, but that just says it probably doesn't fit on the channel, and it would do better on my second channel. So I just want to try out lots of different content this year. Do fun videos, do long form videos, do short form videos. And ultimately just see what happens this year. I'm not really setting an upload schedule for my second channel, so I'm not sure how frequent it will be. Though, no matter what size you are, it is hard not to look at numbers. That's why a lot of people sort of have second channels, is so that you can do lots of different content. Like, I never thought about getting a second channel, and then I realised that I wanted to do a second channel, so to just make content that I want to do, like ranking random stuff, maybe occasional animations, and just talking about random stuff, and just put videos up of what I want to do, like gaming videos and that, or ones that I perhaps want to do again, but it's been too short a time period since I did it on my main channel. It's just going to be whatever I want to do, and I'm thinking of sort of just seeing what happens with that one. Like, the upload schedule sort of not really going to be a thing on that one. Like, it's not going to be as structured as Slick Jumped Over the Lazy Dog is. So that's what I wanted to say about YouTube. I hope it isn't boring. Spent yesterday thinking about, do I make a montage of the year? Do I talk about the year? Do I look over my resolutions? Do I do a completely different video? So that was my thinking. So I just wanted to sort of talk about this year's Slickmas analytics. In the last 28 days, we had 102 views. and a watch time of 1 to 3 hours, and we gained 0 subscribers. I just appreciate those that watched the videos and have enjoyed the content, and obviously I have my expectations, but the fact that some videos have had really great views is a really good thing. And I'm just curious to see what this year has installed. So I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.